Do you want to create a scarf top? But you're big-chested? Then keep your eye out. It's coming soon. Sunday, 30th of May, Bank Holiday Weekend.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Katie. I hope you are doing well. Today's video is very much anticipated. Today's video is going to be a thrift flip. Now, a couple of weeks ago I was saying about buying scarves and how scarves are such a great commodity for your wardrobe. Now, if you are lucky and you have got not very much, in the chesticle area, you are very lucky because you can just buy a scarf and literally wrap it around yourself as a top. I love this trend, and this trend comes back every year. It's a great way of just adding a pop of colour to an outfit. If it's if it's a lovely warm day, you could pop that on. If you get a little bit chilly, pop a blazer over the top. I think it's a really fantastic look. But obviously, us more larger chested ladies can't really do that. I mean, you can, it's just that you see your bra and all the rest of it, and my personal taste, I'm not really a big fan. But I purchased a couple of scarves, and I'll show you this one here. I mean, I've already thrift flipped them, and they are your larger size scarf, so they will measure 34 inches across corner to corner. So you want to get the larger style square scarf to do this with, obviously depending on your size. But if you wanted to have a smaller one, just a short one as a little bit of a cover up, then that's perfect. Now you can have this as a poncho style as well. You don't have to do it the way I've done it, or you and by all means you can still, even after you've done this, still wear it tied around the back if you want to. You could still wear it on your head as well. So it's a really versatile piece of kind of engineering with your clothing. It's like a multifaceted piece of clothing. So if you're going away on holiday, it's a really good thing to pack. They're very, very small, so you could have a different one for every hour of the day if you wanted to. So I'm going to now roll back and show you, and do a little bit of a voiceover as well, just to show you how we can create these. Now, obviously I will do a little bit of a try on as well, so you'll be able to see how to style them up if you like. The weather outside at the moment, I'm going to tell you right now, it is cold, it is wet, it is grey, it is gloomy, and to be quite frank, it feels like November. But we're going to bring those summertime vibes straight to you. So let's get to making and thrift flip. Ooh, I can't even say it. Let's get to thrift flipping. Thrift flipping those scarves, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I've got the scarf here. As you can see, that's 34 inches from corner to corner, and we are literally just going to fold this in half, so you've got a little bit of a triangle. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of trying to find the center of the scarf, because that's quite important. You want the center of the scarf, and then we are going to pop this onto the ironing board. So we've now popped it onto the ironing board, and I'm just showing you that we folded it in half, and then what we're going to do is cut where that circle starts there, where I'm pointing, to the other point here. This is why it's a good idea to get a scarf with a fantastic pattern on, because it makes it a lot easier. So as you can see here, I have cut, sorry about the shaking, I've cut along, and now I've started to pin
to create a little bit of a hem for when we're going to be sewing the slit at the top for your head to go through. So here I've got my sewing machine. I've just got a Genome, and it's a sewing machine that my husband got me actually. So here I'm just showing you that we're creating the hemline around the neckline as well. So I'm just using a straight stitch also, not going very fast because you want to be very careful to kind of capture all of that fabric. You can pre-iron the hem if you wish, and then it makes it a little bit easier, but to pin it as well, it just helps keep everything in place. So as you can see here, I am just using the sewing machine to create a hem. And this is what it should look like. You've got yourself a nice little hole to pop your head in. Then you could have this just as a poncho, as I said earlier on. If you wanted to keep it just like that and use it as a poncho, you could probably even do the slash for your head at an angle, so then it'll sit nicely at an angle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of line up the points of the scarf, so I can just do a tiny kind of 6-inch stitch in between, just to keep it closed, so I can wear a bra if I want to, or if I'm wearing my swimsuit. Here I'm just looking for some pins. I've got my pins, and I'm just going to pin it in place, and then we can flip it inside out. That's one thing I did forget to mention. When you are doing your hem and everything, you need to turn your scarf around and do everything inside out. So I'm now just pinning the fabric together, just to pinpoint where roughly I want it, and then I can measure it up. And again, with scarves, it's fantastic. It has a repeated pattern around the edge of the scarf. So once you have got where you want your little stitches in, you can actually count and use the pattern to help you and guide you to keep it all symmetrical. And now, as you can see here, I've actually counted out how many sections of the pattern I need to sew down, and I'm literally just leaving a tiny little bit of a hem allowance on the outside. Luckily, because this is the edge of the scarf, you don't have to hem it. All you have to do is remember to do your back stitch at the beginning and your back stitch at the end, just to keep the stitches in place and they're not going to fray everywhere. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just breaking away here. I've sewn up underneath here, so then you've still got that V shape, and then you've got your little slash neck at the top here. I've gone quite wide with this one, so you know that's you get quite a nice kind of wide look. So with the sleeves, you can leave them as is if you want to, but what I have done with the other one is I'll do it in a second, because I don't think I can right now, but I've actually just tied a knot, just a round knot, and I'll do that just now and then I'll show you. So as you can see here, I'm just getting the edge of the sleeve, and I'm literally just doing an overhand knot on the left and an overhand knot on the right, popping it back on, and then sorting myself out. Then I just tuck the knots underneath if you don't want them to be seen, and that's it. That is how I have made my scarf top. So there you go, that was how I created the kind of scarf. It's very, very simple, and it could be taken in so many different ways. Now I would like to actually maybe even create a skirt or something like that with lots of different scarves. I think that would be a really nice look as well. I'll pop a little picture up here. I've got my little mannequin in the other room in my office, and that's how I actually store my scarves. So I just literally popped a scarf around her waist, or a belt. If you're not going to use a belt, you'll just get a cheap belt from the charity shop for £1, and then you can tuck them all in, and then you just
free to, you know, kind of take your scarves. That's also a good idea if you are doing any kind of vintage shows or anything like that. Always have a mannequin. You could put your brooches on the top and then you could have your scarves on the underside there. So just a little bit of a tip. You can thank me later. But that's it. That's how I am going to be rocking my scarves on my head and on my body. And you can still wear them as a scarf as well. That's the beauty of doing it this way as well. You're not losing a scarf to make a top. You're actually gaining quite a bit more versatility to this one accessory. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you are not following me on Instagram, please pop on over and go and follow me there. I try and do daily outfits of the day. If not, I do. So I've started to do some reels and some IGTV over there as well. And if you're not subscribed already, then please do subscribe. I would love to have you over here. And also thank you to all my new subscribers. But if you are a new subscriber, or even if you are an old subscriber, an OG, then please hit that notification bell so then you know when I upload a video. So thank you so much for watching. You look after yourselves, you look after everybody else. Hopefully the weather will improve. In a few weeks I'll probably be up here complaining how hot it is, but for now, you know, let's just hope it will improve. Just remember that the world is your catwalk. You stay stylishly safe now, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!